Hey, I want to talk about one of my favorites, something I've watched again and again, and it's worth watching. If you haven't seen it, you have to get to it. It's 2007's Charlie Wilson's War. It's written by Aaron Sorkin, who obviously went on to write The Social Network and do his own stuff, and it's directed by Mike Nichols. Now, Mike Nichols is dead now, but he directed Who's Afraid of Virginia Woolf, um, The Graduate, the Wolf film with Jack Nicholson, and a bunch of other flicks. The stuff was always really pretty decent, or else really good. I love this. It tells the story of a congressman, um, played by Tom Hanks, Charlie Wilson, who actually did help generate finance in America to fund the Afghans in fighting off the Russians. And this is quite surprising because obviously they did help the Afghans defeat the Russians, who left. The Russians backed away, and Afghan were left on their own. Bibbidi bobbidi boop, America has trouble with them in 9/11, and America goes back there for 17 years. And now, of course, the Taliban have taken back over, and it's a brilliant insight into kind of how that geopolitical stuff plays out. One country can come in and leave, one country can help and go, or help and walk away. And it's told in a kind of light comic fashion with real human emotion driving all the characters. I mean, it's all playful. It's not melodrama. Just that's the brilliance of Mike Nichols. I mean, the thing can be light-hearted. It's not intense, but the drive of all the characters are there. When they're met with obstacles, the frustrations are there. There's humour. There's dark humour. It stars Tom Hanks as the eponymous character. Julia Roberts plays a super wealthy Texan who helps generate money from him. Philip Seymour Hoffman, the brilliant late great Philip Seymour Hoffman, is skulking around the background as a spy, who's the son of a Greek soda pop maker, and they develop a brilliant friendship. Not quite a bromance, just people that like each other. They just have a peculiar sense of humour, and they get it. And it's smart, it's heartfelt, it's insightful, it's swift storytelling. He's the kind of congressman who drank a lot and had beautiful women around, and it makes you want to drink. He glamorizes it more so than anything. Um, he did actually have, I looked him up, he did have trouble with that kind of lifestyle in the end. It just wasn't tolerated in government. But it's a spectacular yarn, and apparently Mike Nichols wanted to end it with a shot at the two towers to kind of communicate where America had gone wrong on this. There's really interesting scenes by the end of the film to see how misguided America were in wrapping up their good work in Afghanistan and helping them fight the Russians. And it's so strange how these conflicts can go back so far. They can pop up at one stage and come down at another and return again. Russia, of course, are now in Ukraine, and the Israel and Palestine conflict. It's just like the one battle that pops up every few years. That's just there's no resolution to. And yeah, I think it's my favorite of Aaron Sorkin's writing. Obviously, The Social Network is Aaron Sorkin's high point, but this is my favorite piece of writing. It is because it just pops off the screen in a comic and enjoyable way. And then I have the childish, attraction to Charlie Wilson being a man's man, the cool guy. He's the man in the suit and he drinks and all the women love him. That playful little thing that we can all enjoy that the movies offer us. So that's like well worth watching. I can't recommend it enough. It's an absolute treat, and it's informative. And it's one of those films that after you watch it, you'll be on Wikipedia yourself to find out what happened and what didn't happen. And there's a book on the subject, probably a couple of them, and they could tie into other interests as well. And that's the great thing about this. As a movie, it can pierce your emotion and activate an interest that you never had before. And I just think it's really spectacular. And I hope you'll enjoy it. If you do get around to watching it and you pop back onto the video, let me know you've watched it and what you thought about it. Like and subscribe as always. If there's any films you want my opinion on, I'll be happy to watch them and get around to them. Alright? Thank you.